Hey friends, it is your resident hottie. I am here with another Fixed in 5. Let's jump right into it. So this one's to do with breakups, which are always super hard and super relatable. Hey Mukundwa, I've broken up with my boyfriend and it's really hard. We mutually agreed to break up, but I'm finding that he's deliberately flexing and stunting. I dyed my hair yesterday, that's why there's this. I didn't vote. We don't do that, I'm joking. He's deliberately flexing on social media. He's going out with a lot of girls and partying and making it look like he's over it and having a lot of fun. I feel like he's purposely surrounding himself with loads of girls and I feel really shit about everything. I can't get myself out of this headspace and it's so crap. Horrible. Breakups are the worst. Even though I've never had one. It's quite a common thing for men to do, to launch themselves into maybe like unhealthy, unsustainable, unreasonable, uncalled for relationships with many women. They kind of get over their grief by like sleeping through it and dating through it. And it's quite a toxic habit because what happens is they become even more broken and confused and lost and unhappy, and then they pass on to the next person they have a serious relationship with, and then that woman deals with that trauma. So they're paying forward a really negative loop of trauma and unhealthy coping mechanisms. Now, flossing and flexing is definitely a coping mechanism, and perhaps a healthy dose is okay. I would suggest you need to do what you need to do. Grief and trauma and healing is not linear. If you need to flex and front and do all those things and be image gang, do that. But acknowledge that you were doing that internally. Do not buy into it, right? Know that you're flexing. Know that you're trying to elicit a specific reaction while you're doing it so that you're not lying to yourself. Be mindful for how long you do it for. And ultimately, coping mechanisms are just that. They're coping mechanisms. They're not necessarily ways to reach healing, but they're ways to just survive in the moment. So just be cognizant of that in terms of whichever mechanism you choose. And then finally, I would say you're playing the long game. Your partner, your ex-partner might not be, but you're playing the long game of being a healthy person. And to be healthy means to really pick methods of healing and ideally coping mechanisms that'll leave you in the end as the person you want to be. Who do you want to be coming out of this relationship? Who do you want to return to? Pick coping mechanisms that support that vision of yourself rather than mechanisms that pull you further and further away from the person you know yourself to be. You want to exit this relationship and return to or become a person you're proud of. And if the coping mechanisms are superficial, are unhealthy, are a lie, then you're not actually doing the work, the long-term work that'll leave you in a healthier position than you started at. So that's all I'd suggest. No like concrete answers, but those are rather the tools you should use when you're thinking about the kind of activities you're engaging in to get over your partner and to feel, I don't know, wholesome and joyful again. So hopefully those are some like those are actionable tools. They're not very specific because it's your personal journey, but if you ask yourself those questions, you will arrive to the correct thing for you to do for yourself and your situation. I hope that helps, and congratulations as well on the breakup. I think breakups are fantastic. They benefit everybody involved, no matter who breaks up with who, they are always beneficial. If you have a dilemma, DM me on Instagram and I will deal with it here anonymously. Otherwise, please like, comment, and subscribe. I just can't get over my peachy look. Like I'm actually obsessed with myself today. Bye.